How's it going, guys? Welcome to the commercial. Today I want to talk about duality and why I think it's it could be a negative thing sometimes, It's not bad to look at the positive and the negative in certain things, but I think at the same time it's imperative that we all look at life from a perspective that doesn't always involve duality, you know? Having a moral compass is important, but at the same time, you should not allow yourself to be so in a box when it comes to life itself. Expand. Don't allow yourself to be tricked into thinking that it's not okay to look at life a little differently than the rest. You know what I mean? Your life isn't perfect. No one is perfect, You can look at life the way you want to look at life. There's no restriction on your mind. Yes, our bodies are here on this physical plane, but our minds could do extraordinary things, We could think and manifest things, see ourselves in places. Like, there's no restriction on what your mind can do. But I think the thing about duality is it stops us from doing that because we don't want to seem like bad guys. I think a lot of the times the world will view certain people as evil because of the fact that they think differently or that they don't understand a certain topic that said person talks about. If I'm here talking about astral projection or lucid dreaming, someone who is religious or whatever might see that as an evil thing to be talking about. But when you escape from duality and allow your mind to expand more and see things from a non-dualistic perspective, it's much better. But when you keep yourself in a state of mind that doesn't allow you to see life from a greater perspective, I think it could be dangerous, and I think that it doesn't really achieve much when it comes to growth, And I'm not saying there isn't a good and a bad, an inherent good and an inherent bad, because if we think about it, like, good and bad is usually instilled into us at a young age. There's a voice that tells us that isn't what we should be doing, and that is what we should be doing because it's in us. It's in our DNA. Human beings are good people by nature, I believe. And no, I know. I won't say I believe. I know human beings are good in nature because a lot of the hatred, a lot of the the wars and the conflict you see on the planet is due to a lot of the propaganda and the programming that involves fear. And most, if not everything that involves fear, ends up in complete destruction. You know what I mean? Destruction that doesn't benefit anybody because there is no growth from a destructive point of view that has no foundation of logic, if that makes sense. So and what I mean by that, for example, I think that sometimes you do have to destroy things to build it even stronger. But at the same time, there are some things in place that add fear to the lives of many millions of people, and it just doesn't do any good because fear is something that you should not want around you or inside of you, because sometimes it could stop growth and it limits your potential, So, yeah, we're not born bad people. That's something that's programmed into us. Which sucks because, imagine a world where we all just saw things for what they were and lived just a little differently in order to, you know, manifest more peace and happiness within all the lives of the humans that live on this planet. You know what I mean? Let's take away greed, let's take away hatred, let's take away fear. What do you have, you know? You have a utopia of just love and inner wholeness. You know, you're fulfilled. You know, you're not chasing things constantly, and that's what comes with being an adult, right? You're chasing money, you're chasing this, you're chasing that, and that's just the life we live, though, right? But you know, if more people, you know, speak up on the issues of this world, I think that we will see change, 100%. So yeah, going back to my original point, I think that duality can be good, but it also can be restrictive. It can be restrictive in the sense that when you look at something from a perspective like, okay, that's good and that's bad and that's that, like, how do you expand on that? You know what I mean? How, like, we need to look deeper. You know, we can't just say everything's black and white, because it's not. Everything's got more meaning than meets the eye, you know. So yeah, I hope this video helps. Make sure you subscribe and like, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.